Steve, Arner, you are not here to talk about dogs.
Well, if you want. I mean, that's whatever.
Western Maine Law, LLC. We just had one of your neighbors here, Jack Zinn.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, yeah, he lives right in my neighborhood.
I walked by that, yes.
Yeah, so you have a new neighbor. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about the law and some of the services that you offer.
Yeah, so I'm a, small town lawyer. This is a small town. It doesn't feel like it on weekends sometimes, but
Yeah.
and I do take customers from all over Maine and outside of Maine on occasion. And they find me through my website, westernmainelaw.com, as you said.
Yes.
But yeah, I tend to do a little bit of everything. I try not to do too much litigation. I'm a solo practitioner, so I do a couple at a time, but I don't want to, as you know, I do lots of other stuff too, and I don't want to be at my desk 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But
it's all about variety with you.
Yeah, I do a lot of estate planning now, probate, family law, including divorce, help businesses get set up and running and help them keep running, homeowners associations, condo associations. Well, criminal law if it's interesting. Which
Is that
sometimes
the criteria? Is there certain things you like to do more than others?
Yeah, I don't want to say I don't want to put the message out there like if I don't like it, I won't do it. But there's a little bit of truth to that, right? Like
there might be someone better for it, right?
As cliche as this sounds, I prefer helping people versus fighting. And I know fighting can be helping people sometimes too, but I prefer some of the transactional stuff or helping people set something up or deal with the passing of a loved one or prepare for the passing of a loved one, that sort of stuff. But I do other stuff too. I will litigate some things if need be, and I do a lot of pro bono work for typically not, if you call me directly, am I going to do it pro bono? It's usually and that means without charge. But I do work with legal services for the elderly and the Volunteer Lawyers Project and some others that will refer stuff to me, and then I can look at it and say, yeah, I can do that.
And you lend your talents to the schools system.
Yep, and I wish I had a report because we're due for a report. But our last, we do those meetings with all the school districts around, and the last one got canceled, so I don't have anything to report as far as successes in the schools.
Well, you could come back after the.
Well, we will. We will, and we'll have more.
So have you ever met with a client and discussed their case while playing your vintage pinballs machines?
No, but
you have a lot.
I do. I like to say I have the best game room on the mountain.
I would say I haven't seen one that rivals it.
Yeah, and it's nice every once in a while I'll hear from somebody who says, my kids want to know when they can go back to the free arcade. And I have used it. I've had clients come to the house with kids, and it wasn't something that the kids wanted to be part of, so I could put them in the waiting room and they can play
ding, 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 ding,
pinball.
Ding, ding,
and
ding. It was bigger than Geppetto's. It was bigger than any of them.
Well, I don't have the air hockey, so but we get foosball.
Yeah.
And Led Zeppelin pinball. That's a good one. That's the newest one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a new one coming out, Evil Dead pinball from this company called Spooky.
Yeah.
And I've always been an Evil Dead fan, but I'm running out of room.
I don't know where you're going to put it.
Yeah. Well, both of my kids are gone at this point, so
maybe in their room.
yeah, one of their rooms can probably get converted at this point. I don't know. We'll see.
So all the different services that you offer, it is true that you have a lot of flexibility. You'll meet people where they need to be. And,
for sure. And on weekends, too.
Yeah.
I know we got a lot of, people that are only here on the weekend. I'm happy to set something up if people want to talk on the weekend or on Zoom or whatever. Yeah, I mean...
That's a whole new world now. You can Zoom and things of that sort.
That was... As the pastor says at Sugarloaf Area Christian Ministry, right? It was one of the... Maybe only, but one of the best things in any event to come out of COVID was that people have really become accepting of Zoom and that sort of thing. And so people will go to church from across the country because they want to come back to Sugarloaf, and it's neat that you can do that. I mean, we do court hearings by Zoom still, not as many, but
yeah. Well, we love it because you used to see, now you see a lot of live blunders on TV, and I said we were doing that way before it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that down. We used to do that, but people have become more accepting of it, because it's a live TV and things like that. But it's great. Different ways that you can be contacted. You have a website.
Yep.
You do answer the phone.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'd be honest. I don't answer the phone.
Well,
Would you? I mean, I will. I get messages and I will
Only watch and
return
win.
them. But yeah, there you go. 75% of my calls are spam.
Well,
And so
I
don't
have
be offended
called.
if I don't answer. I will call you back if
Yeah.
you call. But and I do have the best phone number.
Yeah, which is
237-0000.
I don't know how you got that.
Yeah.
You know someone.
I lucked out.
Yeah.
And I will, if people call and ask for a shuttle, I will go ahead and arrange that, since,
We get calls to fix refrigerators. We do the best
Perfect.
we can.
Perfect.
Dial safely when you do, folks.
Oh, and one other way people can talk to me, at least this week, I'll be bartending at 45 North on January 1st and 2nd. So,
What day of the week is that?
I don't know, what's it, Mondays or Wednesday and Thursday, I
Yeah,
think.
Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah. So I'll be there this week if anybody has any legal questions or is hungry or, just needs a post-New Year's Eve celebration beverage. It's all
Now-
4, but
Every bartender has a drink that they, kind of feel good about, brag
Yeah.
about. What's yours?
oh, geez. I like the way I make a espresso martini, but that's not going to help sell our espresso martini because I do it differently than 45 North. But at 45 North, I would say, I think that the Manhattan, just, our little play on,
Manhattan.
versus the Manhattan, exactly.
What's in it? Allen's Coffee Brandy?
No, it's what makes it special is the pine bitters. We use pine bitters, which
Really?
I'd never had before, but I liked it enough that I went out and got some to bring home. So I've got them at home, and we use a Maine and Maine whiskey. Wiggly Bridge is the small
right,
batch
Wiggly
whiskey
Bridge.
we use in it.
Yeah.
And those are popular, and I like the pine bitters. It's a nice touch.
I think it. So, do you want to have a cocktail? Have a great conversation?
That's right.
This is the man right here.
Yeah.
And try and stump him on pinball machine trivia. You just simply will lose. Western Maine Law, LLC, and there's a website, westernmainelaw.com.
You got it.
Thanks, Steve. Always a pleasure to
All right,
chat
yeah,
with you.
thanks,
Thank you
Greg.
very much for what you do, and happy holidays to you.
You got it. You too. Merry Christmas.
We'll be
Thanks.
right